Hello and welcome back to the channel, and even some who are usually not on Eminem's side have given some props to Eminem for his latest album, and sometimes they do it as a backhanded compliment, and I'm talking about hosts and interviewers in hip-hop shows that have been pissed for years that Eminem has ignored them all this time. But what matters most is what Eminem's peers think of his new album, and in this video we'll be highlighting a few. Before we get to that, if you missed my last video and I have the data, the impressions are unusually low, which reveals that not many people got notified. So that one was about Eminem's song Unaccommodating that stirred up controversy, and I broke down the lyrics, so if you missed it, check it out now at the link that pops up. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram, and you can follow me at ETLifestyle_web if you use those platforms. So first of all, we'll start with Busta Rhymes, and a couple of hours ago we posted this on Instagram. Okay, one of my favorite MCs surprises us with some crazy music as well, and proceeds to promote the album. And I'll just drop this here, especially for those in the United States and Europe. If you've not purchased the album, what you waiting for? I get it, streaming is all good, but this is Eminem. Get out there and get the album for the price of a meal from Burger King or McDonald's. That's why I don't understand how album sales are dropping. If you're a big fan, you have a job, purchasing an album is like getting a burger and fries. So get the album. A user replies, already a classic. And that looks to be the most liked reply so far, something I've said and many others have said about the album, and do you agree with that? Next up is about Joe Budden, and I've seen comments under my recent videos asking about what Joe Budden thinks of the album. For one, I wonder why people think that's important. I mean, this is the guy that once said he's been better than Eminem for an entire decade. 10 years back from the time he made that statement, Eminem released Relapse Recovery, MMLP2 Revival, and Kamikaze. So even though you'd like to know his opinion, treat it like this: even a broken clock is right twice a day. So Joe Budden in a recent podcast and his minions talked about the album, and Joe Budden praised the album, adding that he's not a traitor, and that the business side of things is what caused the problem between him and Eminem. He shifted the blame to Paul essentially, like Paul was the one who made him go on YouTube to trash Eminem. One of them even added that the Darkness song is a masterpiece because Eminem is pretty much telling two stories at once. So essentially, Joe likes the album and now blames Paul for causing problems between him and Eminem. Talk about a total lack of accountability for his comments in the past. Clearly a traitor, even if he doesn't believe it. Next up is about Redman, and remember, we still have the story of the SuperSTAN coming up, so stick around. And if you're yet to hit the like button, what you waiting for? If you're new here, do us the honors, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. So Redman, who Eminem revealed on the album that he's a stan of, has also praised the album on social media. If you've not checked out his song about smacking the soul out of you, check it out now. So Redman tweeted, "I see you Slim, back at it bro. Yeah, lock it up, Marsh Godzilla, murderous. Video darkness way out there, shock value up. Only the real ones know what's up with Marsh, and I've been a little disappointed with something that I'll reveal probably in the next video. Nope, it's not about the album, it's about some of you guys that have been with us on this channel for a while, nothing too serious." Many of the replies under the post show that people are waiting on another collaboration between Eminem and Redman, and the Joe name is already suggested by a user, Red Meets Evil. After the reply, "Make a collab album with M, we waiting too damn long for another collab track with you." Redman and Eminem thrive at making funny songs. They do well if that becomes a thing. And speaking of funny, there's a lot of bars on Eminem's new album that crack me up, so drop some of the funny bars in the comments section. And now we move on to the SuperSTAN that has raised the bar when it comes to supporting Eminem. User on Reddit, barshady18, recently posted a tat of Eminem's new album on his arm, and as you can see, that's the alternate album cover of Eminem's picture and Music to be Murdered by. Certainly, many of us already see the album as an instant classic, and this superfan has taken it to the next level. Better yet, the tattoo artist didn't mess it up and it came out looking great. So what do you guys think of this? I think it looks awesome, and regardless of how big of a fan you are, now you know that there's someone who goes harder than you at standing Eminem. So what are your thoughts on this? Tell us in the comment section below, like and subscribe if you haven't, and follow me on Twitter/Instagram at ETLifestyle_web.